Part of living has to do with facing our fears, and it is a myth that if we avoid the things that scare us, the lions in our lives, we will be able to survive. So I'll touch on those stories, but so if we just then go technically, I want to define a few things, right? So when we talk about anxiety, we are talking about a state of uneasiness accompanied by dysphoria and somatic signs and symptoms of tension, focused on apprehension of possible failure, misfortune, or danger. So when we talk about anxiety, we're talking about it's more of a future concern, things that you're concerned about that are going to occur in the future, which is different from fear. Because fear is an unpleasant emotion caused by the threat or danger, pain or harm. That's immediate. So we are fearful when I see something that is going to harm me. Then I'm fearful. I'm not anxious. I'm fearing this thing that's going to harm me. But anxiety has to do with a preoccupation with the future. Will I make the deadline? Will I make enough money? Will this relationship work? Will this business work? Will this marriage relationship work together? So it is important to understand the distinction. There's another word that we sometimes confuse, I suppose, with anxiety, which is stress, which is a physiological, psychological, emotional, and behavioral response of a person seeking to adapt and adjust to internal and external pressures and demands, right? So what's different from anxiety and stress is that stress is usually something that generally comes from the outside. There's something that you have to do that you feel that I might not be able to meet these demands, and I feel stressful because I've got a deadline, it's the year end, we need to balance our books and we need to do all sorts of things, so I'm feeling stressed, which is different from anxiety. And stress can actually be good because there's another form of stress which we call eustress, which is that nervousness. If you have to do something, you're just feeling a little bit nervous, but it makes you prepare more. So that is good. If you are not stressed and you are too comfortable, you don't perform. But there's an optimal level of stress that helps you perform to your best ability. Now, distress is a state, a condition, a feeling experienced when a person perceives that the demands of a situation or event exceed the personal and social resources the individual is able to mobilize. So there's this thing I'm supposed to do, but I feel I don't have enough time, I don't have enough capacity to meet this thing. Then I become distressed, which then paralyzes me. I become numb. I struggle to then complete the things that I need to complete. Are we still fine there?